on edge about it because it's got to take 3 trades to get to that same one trade, right? That's
Yep. I think, you know, the good thing about this is that I'm hoping everybody is going to be open and sharing how and why they enter stuff. Now, if there's something really secretive you don't want to talk about it, I respect that, right? But the more you share, the more you're going to get out of it. Because if everybody's like guarding this one secret they don't want to share, you know, other people are going to sense that without you saying it, and they're not going to reciprocate. And then once one person doesn't do it, another person, and the whole group's not going to fucking reciprocate. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, then the fucking review goes to shits. Then it's just every man for themselves. I understand that there's something that you don't want to share, or you don't want to whatever. I'm just saying, if you can share 99% of it, and that 1% that you just don't want to share, for instance, you have a algo or some shit, I don't know, that's fine. You know, I get that. I'm just saying, if you want to get something out of it, like, you know, or if you want to review it privately with someone else, that's fine. If you partner up, like if, you know, I've talked to Post-a-Note, you know, I've shared it with other people in here as well. It's like, I share my screen and I tell you exactly what I'm looking for, right? The only thing I don't share with you guys is how to get those levels. That's one thing that I just don't budge on, right? But as far as like what I'm looking for as price action, indicators or anything like that, I do share with you guys. So for you guys, I think it's very important to share, you know, of what you're doing, and hopefully it'll help. Because the best thing that can happen is if, let's just say, Post-a-Note is getting a really good entry, and then Post-a-Note shares it with people, and then, you know, that person finds something else that works for them that maybe can or cannot help Post-a-Note, but you know, maybe Post-a-Note is just doing well enough that he just doesn't need that, right? But if it, you know, they can take a little bit of what Post-a-Note taught them and then change something else about it, make it into their own, and it helps them more, and that person can share with someone else, and so on and so forth within the group, of course. That's the idea of it, right? Is to help each other by reviewing. Yeah. So, you know, if I need to hop off early and you guys want to continue your journal, then do it. But the purpose of highlighting 1 to 2 trades, good and bad, is for that reason. Is that you can say, well, I got in, you know, because of this price action, that price action, whatever. I saw this happening. And then who cares if people challenge it? It's just about fucking learning. Right?
Like, honest, guys, I'm going to have the simplest. Like, you guys are going to be like, wow, it's that stupid. Yeah, like, I do. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of, like, I don't know. They work, but the reasons aren't really that, like, technical, I guess. If you're like, I'm not looking for like all these magical fucking shit to line. I guess I am, but I mean at the same time, it's not like my crude oil trade today. It's as simple as it was such a massive gap up. I waited for a small pullback and then I went short. It didn't go where I wanted it to go, and it very well could probably finish going where I want it to go, but
RV, next time you have to message me when it comes to, if you're trading something outside the spectrum of ES and Q, and sometimes even gold,
it was
right?
really late too. Like for you, it would have been like fucking bright and early, boy.
I had the shits last night and I fucking woke up at 6 a.m. But the point is, I have a lot of fucking levels there.
Oh, I
Right?
get yeah. All right, so yeah. But
80,
anyway, like it wasn't so
80
complicated,
58
I guess. What
was
like it
level.
wasn't like like you know what I mean. If everybody feels weird about saying, "Oh, well, I went like," or just tell us what you're doing, right? Like, just don't worry about it.
But yeah, I mean, no, it's good. Just if you guys are trading anything outside the spectrum of ES and Q, you need to reach out if you want to know, if you care about levels or you care about something, you know, and the if you guys are trading, let's just say gold or crude oil or even 10-year bonds, you know, just message me, be like, hey, I'm looking at this. What do you think? And I'll tell you. You know, I think we're too focused on the ES. What the fuck? What?
Nothing. I'm just looking at the trade, and I'm like, what? It should have worked. It took the whole
Yeah.
gap back. That's exactly what I wanted. Why didn't it?
That
Yeah.
was just initial profit taking, I think, but we'll see what happens. And they're also waiting for the numbers coming out. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to start today, start trading it today. By all means, go ahead. Just keep in line with the rules. Keep the objective and the purpose of us doing this is to learn, right? Because I've openly admitted to you guys, I'm not a good day trader. I really am not. I think it's stupid in many aspects. Like the shit that you guys can do, forget about everyone outside of this room. Some of the shit you guys do, I'm like, I can't fucking do that. Like I just couldn't, But the great thing is that we're marrying the both, right? The gold that I shorted, you guys would never have done that, and you guys would never blindly over the weekend leave at 1966.9 or 1966.1 and cover that position overnight without even being awake, right? That was a fucking not even a huge trade for me. Actually, it wasn't even that big of a trade, but it like in the sense of points gained, right? I've gained more from gold previously than this trade. So what I'm trying to get at is like, we can all help each other. I'm not the leader of the group. We're all leaders of the group. We're all members of the group. It's a flat fucking structure, right? The only thing that you guys don't get is managing the room. Anyways, if you guys want to trade it today, trade it. Just be. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna jump to private or to public soon.
I'm getting private
And
messages.
huh?
I'm getting private messages asking if you're doing something today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna jump in Rosa Parks right now. Anyways, I'll see you guys there. All right, see you guys. Sorry, I did come, obviously streaming later. Reason being is because we have time because the news isn't coming out just yet, right? Nothing's gonna happen for another 30 minutes. Or sorry, for another 30 minutes. Am I wrong about that? Yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, nothing's gonna happen for another 30 minutes. Even with the PMI manufacturing number, it's not gonna matter. It's the ISM number that's gonna matter the most. But I will review some things with you guys right now. Let's see. I'll send out the levels to the levels chatter and not in public. No longer sending out in public. If you're here, you want to write down numbers, you want to ask me the numbers on whatever, I'll send it to you. But other than that, it's just I'm just not going to send it out like that anymore. It's too many unknowns and shit like that. I think we're going to get the move today. I think we're still positive. But we really have to see what happens. There's a couple things you want to keep on watching. I've been saying this already. We're watching gold, and we're still watching gold, and I'll show you why we're still watching gold. Overnight action was actually extremely telling. I think if you're trading, little segue, if you're trading crude oil, you have to be aware of what's happening with crude oil. And even then, the question is it priced in? I don't want to fucking long here. I'm not even sure if I want to short here, right? So you have to be extremely careful when it comes to crude oil. So just to tell you guys, the highlight is not the indices. We're gonna make a move today, and we're gonna probably like drift in that same direction tomorrow. But you're not too invested in this. The reason being is because the game is actually in energy today and the metals. That's where the game is going to be at. And partly currencies, right? For instance, specifically the euro. The euro is the telltale right there. So just give me a couple minutes. I know the market's open. You guys do your thing about looking at the markets, but I need to read up on one last thing before I send out the scenarios. And Cosmo, I'll send out the NQ as well. But you guys can talk right now if you guys want. Sorry, I am slightly not as prepared as I should be. Just take note that we are opening inside last Friday's value. As of now, watch 39.50 for you guys who are currently trading right now. Just watch 39.50 for point of rejection. All right, guys. We have a major level up on top at 187.50. We have a level here at 39.50, which we just sliced through. Every level aside from 58.25 and 87.50, 187.50, every other level is an attracting level. Okay. So it's not bouncing off those levels. It doesn't have to bounce off those levels. They're just attracting price, just like this 39.50. It just attracts price. Once we get close to it, it attracts it. 87.50, 187.50, and 58.25 are ones that will be pushing it away. Okay. Scenario one, I think we're most likely going to reject somewhere around here. I initially thought it was going to be at 139.50, coming back down, test 88.25, and then kind of finishing slightly below, today's range. For the most part, just eyeballing it, it probably looks roughly about VPOC of Friday. Scenario two is very similar, but we're not testing that 139.50, whatever. Clearly, that's already out the books, but that's initially what I thought was going to happen. That's why I put it in, regardless. We're going to break lower, basically test 66, and then finishing again lower for the day, right? Roughly about this 88.25. Scenario three is a slow walk up to 87. First time up there, it's a sell before you buy zone, and you're basically selling it there once it gets there. And then for a quick maybe up to 18 points of retraction. So you should be able to get, multiple plays on this. Again, we do have the PMI numbers coming about. So, you really don't want to be trading now anyways, truthfully. If you're not in a position already, you're not trying to get funky with it right now. We have multiple levels on the downside. Reason being is because there's going to be quite a bit of, skips and gaps that they probably really, really, really want to fill. Now, it's way too low down there, so I don't think we're going to get there just yet. But just pay attention to that. Again, for those of you guys in stream, if you guys want the numbers and you're not in the levels chatter, you ask. I'm not sending it out anymore. Tired of people stealing shit. Cosmo, here's the NQ levels. Hey, how's the screen right now? Is it clear or not clear?
Clear.
Okay. One last thing, guys. What's important is this. From a capital flow standpoint, is we had a massive move from a major level overnight in gold. For the past couple of weeks, I've been saying gold's going to run the market. We had a big move right, basically 2 ticks off. The zone that I was talking about. Those of you guys in levels chatter should know it. I covered majority of my gold there. It was, something that I've been telling you guys to watch. Now, if gold is bouncing off of there and having this tremendous move up, the question we need to ask ourselves is, how does that affect ES? How does that affect the indices? How does that affect everything else? How does it affect the bonds, right? Right now, the bonds are pushing up. Bonds are open. We're at a major level. What does that mean, right? We're at multiple, we basically stopped shy, not stopped shy. We passed the major level by 3 ticks on Friday, came right back down. Now, it bounced where gold bounced, clearly. And again, we went to that major level again, back down. So the question is, how is that going to affect it? Like I said prior, the game's within energy, it's within currencies, it's not going to be within indices. You're still going to see moves within indices, it's just not going to be as prominent as it was, especially with what we had last week. The end of last week, it just we're just not expecting to see too much. Any questions? Let me just double check something really quick. I'll be right back. For those of you guys in Levels Chatter and who are following, there is one more level that I didn't place in. Is 4160. That's the level that is also going to attract price. 4160. In ES. Let me see what. 524. Yeah, we have that already. Okay, thank you. All right. Another thing you guys need to think about is this. On a bigger time frame, NQ is holding a very, very good level. Meaning, let me just zoom out on this, show you guys. Shit. All right. So this is NQ right here. We've came up to this August number right here. This is Jackson Hole's number. We're holding it very well. ES has a little bit ways to get there. For them, that number is roughly about 42 something. That's something that you need to pay attention to in relative to, where everything else is. So I would say, we're not going to get there today, but play the numbers, and, wait until 15 minutes later before we, have our show. Numbers. If you have questions, ask. Gold is having a hard time. I'm not too surprised, but we'll see what happens. I still have like a couple left on gold and euro shorts that, I'm probably just going to let it come against me because it could reject, but who knows? I made my money off of it already. Again, that S&P Global Manufacturing PMI number does not mean shit. So, when I say doesn't mean shit is they're still going to wait for the ISM number, right? So it's not going to be as important because they're staggered by only 15 minutes. Everyone's going to lean on the ISM number. There is an opportunity, possibly, that gold can still retest that number during regular session, but it's not something I would play it. I'm just saying there's a possibility if you're looking at capital flow as far as, seeing those things. We have 12 minutes until
I don't have much interest on gold until we're up to 2025-ish. So we have a ways to go.
Oh, that's fine.
Potentially might consider a long at 1975 to 1977. We'll see though.
Um, I like 75, 76.
Yeah, I think that's a good area.
Um, you're looking at 42, 78, 75 Imperator. It's a gap, so I'll put it in for you. Usually gaps I'll cover, like those important numbers. I'll usually cover it pre-market. But if you want it for now, yeah, that's what it is.
Well, if he wants it right now, it's $17.99 plus tax and fees. Fees are going to be an additional $81.99, bringing the sum to $89.99 or $99.
He's already in the levels chatter. He should be able to get it. All right, guys. 9 minutes. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back.
Anybody here like knives or no?
Knives?
Yeah.
Like pocket knives?
Oh no. Chef's knives.
Chef knives? Yeah. Send it to me.
I had a new toy arrive a few days ago.
Japanese knife?
No, predominantly European knife makers.
I only buy Japanese knives.
Any reason why? Because I find most of the bespoke European knife makers far better.
I don't know. I just grew up on it. Everyone just claims that's good. I've never done a comparison, so no clue which one's actually better. And part of it is probably, what Harvey says, racist. Like, if, Japanese, samurais, come on, ninjas. I don't know. That's what I think. Five minutes, guys.
This is a knife maker I've been wanting to have the opportunity to purchase a knife. So once I was able to purchase this, it's kind of similar to Ferrari, where it takes years to be available in his books, but first you must be able to purchase one of the knives.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that looks nice, though. I like that the neck part. I think that's what it's called.
The notch?
Where it goes into the knife. I like that part.
Yeah, the notch. I have far too many chef's knives, but they all serve slightly different purposes.
That's nice.
Like what's that one for? Like
This is just a standard. I want to say it's 275 millimeter Kyoto chef's knife. So,
like, is it for cutting vegetables? Is it for cutting meat? What is it like? What's
you could vegetables or meat. What's unique is it's a high carbon tungsten blade. So the treatment brings the hardness score up to a 66, and he's one of the few knife makers that has a hardness score that high. The edge retention is significantly
sharp, really long, right? Is that?
Yes, and the best purpose really is either prep of vegetables, meat, nothing all too hard due to the hardness score. If I wanted, not as if I'd be able to purchase it, a Chinese cleaver that he recently made, which I would have liked to have purchased, but that wouldn't happen.
Don't do too much of a comparison between ES and NQ. Like I said, NQ is already at its number. So ES is just kind of playing catch up right now. So it's not like NQ is leading to a downside or anything. How much is this knife? What the fuck?
Most of his knives are about 1,500, and if you go fully custom with Apex steel as well, which I'm in his book for next year now, that's going to be about 2,200.
You just love all things Apex. That's what you like.
Well, I'm a bit intrigued because the hardness score of Apex steel is about 67, and that's unheard of in cutlery. I will be fully blacked out as well.
My roommate is back.
Does anyone have downside long-term regions of interest right now? Because going back even 120, 150 days, I'm not seeing anything where I would consider a short on ES.
I don't think so either. I think
Okay.
I think, logically it makes sense. Technically, this is up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does.
But the market is illogical, so just trade it. In my opinion. All right, it should be coming out now.
Actually, yeah. I was a bit irritated last night. I had pending short orders at 80.81 and 80.92 on crude, and it missed them by 8 points and then dumped. So now I'm debating if I still want to have those orders pending. Yeah. Let me.
All right, news is out. Thanks, Imperator.
The fuck already, man? Something.
Oh. Okay. Let's. Yeah, I really don't have any zones on ES or NASDAQ at the moment.
Yeah, this doesn't tradable, right?
Crude, though, is a different discussion.
Where are you looking for crude?
If I have confirmation, I still have my limit orders pending at 81 and 90. Let me know when you see this.
Yep.
Okay. You'll understand why. That's why I have a region of short interest. I didn't have long confirmation last night during Globex session. They tested the lower bound level, fortunately, because it continued to rip lower. But
This is my fault. Me.
Interesting. Go long. Cosmo. This could pull back Cosmo to 49.75. 24975. So if you are so long, there could be an exit for you there.
I pulled my first limit order at 80.81 on crude. I'm not liking how it's setting up.
I thought you were looking for 90.
I have two orders.
Okay.
81 and 90 are the two. I'm pulling the first order at 81. I'm going to see how it progresses up into 90. I may pull that too.
It's a funny number. Me. Pretty similar. Got 82 short last night.
Before the dump.
Nope. Oh, what dump? What are you talking? Which dump are you talking about? I got in at 7:30-ish. Not pulled back.
Yeah, I did not. Unfortunately, I was fishing for an order after that in that region. And it missed my initial fill by 9 points.
Well, I guess NQ is not going to fill that number.
Contract are we on again? M?
Yup.
What the fuck is going on with this shit?
Easy.
It's kind of pissy when the order gets rejected twice.
Oh, happy I pulled my orders. I was filled at 90. I'm flattening. So fees covered. I'll explain in one moment. Okay. Let me know 0 when you see this. Okay, yep. So sentiment coming into that region was pretty positive. I usually want confirming negative sentiment. That's why I pulled the orders.
So you're still somewhat not discretionary, but managing it.
No, this week, I'm letting everything run in the background and I'm doing some discretionary trading this week.
Oh, okay.
As I have pretty much added another strategy over the weekend, which lower risk. It's predominantly a scalping strategy. It's taking 1.5, 2 points out of the market, 30 to 40 trades a day on ES. About a 1-to-1 risk to reward, but the profit factor is about 2.8.
Wait, 101 and you still have a 2.8?
And the profit factor is, yeah, about 2.8 because
Your win percentage must be like through the roof.
Win rate is about 80%.
Damn.
But as I said, it's something else which I now have running. I don't really want to touch it all too much. I need to learn C++ now.
I can barely learn Python. Wait, but it's very similar, isn't it?
No, they're quite different.
Oh, okay.
C++ is significantly faster. For the reason being it's a compiled language versus interpreted. Thus, it's not as dynamic or fast. You don't write it as quickly. One line of Python is going to be about 4 to 5 lines of C++.
So why do you need to write C++?
Because A, it is faster. B, that's what's going to be supported with colocation predominantly, and it plugs in directly to TT. If I'm taking 30 to 40 trades a day with an average take profit on ES of 7 to 8 ticks, 1 to 2 ticks of slippage is pretty significant. And I don't want to be concerned about 1 to 2 ticks of slippage. Therefore, I'm hopeful in about a month and a half, I can have it converted to this strategy to C++. But we'll see how it runs in the coming few days based on metrics. Should consistently be looking for 7 to 8 ticks take profit. Average stop is about 1 to 1.
It looks like this looks like scenario 3 where it's just a slow crawl up. But I don't know. I don't see anything tradable. If you guys are able to get in, great. I just don't see too much. John, what do you see?
Nada. I
What's
know
your
we're
note
in there.
indicator telling us?
Let me see.
You sleep? Did you hear about this, guys?
It's they had a bearish signal at 9 a.m. CST.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
For SPY at exactly at 9:02 a.m. CST.
Well, that's really good then.
You know what's really good? Just made
What?
$4.80.
God damn.
Off of what?
Or subscribe to his own channel.
What? Yeah, off of the guy that I was asking for money at the street corner.
I don't know. I don't know even how you get $4. Oh, from
80
crude, probably.
cents. $80. Don't forget the 80 cents. Probably spent fucking $9 in commissions getting it. Fuck.
Hey, yeah. It's one step closer to leasing a seat. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I was just trying to make the order go through because I was fucking. It just sized way down to nothing, and then I was like, oh fuck. Seconds. Oh, there's nothing here. Great.
Surprise. Crude's dumping now, but I don't care. I didn't have confirmation.
It's a tough one, that crude there, right now. That's tough.
In all candor, I'm perfectly fine with the fact if it continues dumping because A, I didn't have confirmation going into it, and having confirmation in the regions of interest removes the majority of losing trades. And I'd rather have the majority of losing trades removed as opposed to taking more of them. So be it. Part of trading. Bayman, you've been waiting for a pullback all morning, but you haven't been taking the back shots.
I see nothing.
Yeah, Tesla's starting to turn to the top, to the upside.
With how this is looking, I may look into range-bound assets for the coming week to trade discretionarily.
This is not range bound enough for you?
As in crude, natural gas, currencies, uh, sugar, orange juice.
Starting to sound like me, bro. Doing some weird ass shit.
Holy fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think at the end of today, I should have a bit more data. Zero on the strategy, which should be taking 20 to 30 trades on ES. If I
How
have
many
that
trades?
data, 20 to 30.
Oh wow.
If I have that data by the end of today, I'll in private, I'll send that over. But
Cool.
if at the latest Tuesday or Wednesday, I should to give you some idea. But I'm reflecting on, okay, I can run this on crude, I can run this on NASDAQ, I can run this on ES. The fees and commissions. My God.
Is it high?
Well, if you're taking 20 to 30 trades a day, yeah, per
If you're
instrument.
but if you're making it, I mean, quite a bit, then it should be fine, right?
Well, if you're making it, yes, but the brokers would love me.
Oh, really?
If you're making 100 trades, the amount of commissions they're receiving a day, oh yeah, they love you.
Oh, love you. I thought you said
Yeah.
revoke you. I was like, what?
No, I'm not trading CFDs.
Yeah. No.
My name isn't risky. I don't have access to the OTC market, and if I was making too much money, they would simply ban me. That's why he's not active. He's trying to find new brokers that he can exploit.
You fucking kidding. Oh, fuck, man. Come on. Don't believe it.
Well, the question is, Bayman, is that with or without pulp?
Yeah. No, see, like, I don't like too thick, but I don't like it. Yeah, I don't want to. You got to, feel some of it, some grit, right? You got to have some grit.
Jesus. All right, I'm gonna be right back, guys. Yeah, it's very hard argument to say short in the long term, Harvey. Things just looked pretty positive. I do have a flag up here in the risk spreads. When it gets triggered, I'll let you guys know. But as of now, I mean, this, just doesn't look too negative as far as the market goes. And if you guys read it, John sent something out. I think it was John who sent something out, regarding 2 quarters or whatever. I've never heard of that statistic. I don't base my opinion on that. It's interesting, but I've done enough sports gambling where people come up with stupid ass statistics all the time, like, oh, the home team has won 95% of the games when the temperature is below this and the wind is. And I'm not joking. They used to really have that shit, right? So again, I'm not saying that they're incorrect. I'm just saying I don't really base things on that. Gold
You
is.
did all that, eh? Did you ever hear about the statistics of people watching players' home lives?
Watching what live?
The players, their home lives, what they do at home before the game or after the game.
I've seen it. What about those?
I'm just saying, like that's a fucked up statistic that some people keep, right? Like that are like, this guy got a driving infraction or whatever, something. You know what I mean? Any little thing that they're like could.
Yeah, they just find good reasons to take a side. I don't know.
Reading.
I've never found merit in it, but I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it when you know, at the end of the day, it's just 50-50. I think. I don't know.
Pretty fucking pointed.
Oh shit! I got snuffed out. Let's drop down to this. Mitigating risk at 47, and NQ risk mitigated stops at 52.50. Let's see where this goes. Whoa, that was a smash and a half. Even drive my shit fast enough. What happened there? I'm okay with this coming against me. I took a quarter worth of that, but all right, I'm out. That's a weird action. Be right back. Get some water. There's just not much to be had. ZNA. You're probably right. Take your money quick. Take your money often. Obviously, if you were long already, you're just sitting on it. I'm quite surprised. I thought that the news would give us a little bit more. I guess not. Well, net gas is down 5%. Jesus. This is probably as high as Kansas City wheat's going to get. So, this is a good area to possibly cover and or possibly even short. It's a decent initial high right there. So we can come off like about 10 handles or so. So you can keep an eye on that. The Russell would be a better short. We'll see a lot of things happening. Don't know what's going on. Slow day. Tomorrow is gonna probably be a slower day if this is the case. Go for the Dow, the Russell, put in a short term reversal. NQ and ES has not. ES needs to get below 46.50. The euro needs a back and fill to 43 in order to have additional downside. Dollar index. So you're going to get another crack at the short. You watch the dollar index. You're looking at a dollar to get to 116 or so, and then you should be able to get a crack. So once ES builds that, so once dollar gets to 116, and then you have ES get up to 51, hopefully it's simultaneously, and then you should be able to grab that short. I flagged both, so I'll let you guys know when it comes to that. For a new VS trading NQ, that number is going to be at 40. It's going to be at 50-50. About. I'll confirm that later. ESPN's number should be about 50, 5150 or so. NQ has not put it in yet. Dollar has not gone to its number yet either. So if you're not short, you're looking for a short in ES, you have time, it should come back and fill. Again, that number should be about like 5150 in ES. Dollar index hasn't gone to its number yet, but it should be about 116. I'm not saying to take a short. I'm saying if you're looking for a short, you have, you have time to get in. You don't have to just get in blindly or no. I'll be back, guys. Probably like 20 minutes. Hey guys, there's quite a bit of back infill that we haven't filled yet, which makes me, you know, it's not that's unheard of that, it doesn't fill it, but just be a little bit careful. This is, I mean, I'm up in arms. I'm not entirely sure because the Russell didn't back and fill properly. The ES didn't, NQ didn't, the dollar didn't. Um, although it did put in that reversal, it's just, it just didn't pull back enough for me. Having said that, I don't think it's too much to be had. It could potentially still climb. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I think this is too much of a fuckery trade. It's a non-directional trade. Um, so I would say you really got to just be careful on this. Let's see, Ian Q didn't do that. Yeah, there could still be a back and fill. Very much so. Guys, be careful on the downside. There could be some back and fill here, so just be careful. Most likely, yeah, you're not really trading too much. This is London close, so pick a spot. Maybe do one last trade and that's it. I need to jump off to another meeting soon, so this could be. I'm probably gonna close up soon. Yep. So I guess I'll just talk to everyone later. I gotta jump into another meeting. From now on, London close. I gotta jump off. So I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, just at me. I'll answer it. Later, guys.
Later.
So yeah.
You notice someone's not in here yet, mess with them just so that we can kind of get the ball rolling and stuff like that, right? So
Bella Sirius isn't here.
Where? No, let's see. Let's see.
I'm actually kind of surprised.
Surprised.
His shot. I'm surprised at it. Yeah, I'm just surprised.
He got the wrong course thing. He got the 25K one. You need to save that. Like,
I'm only going to do this in the beginning where I'm like begging people to come in, get
Yeah,
in here.
like what the right?
It's I don't want to get to a point where it's like I need to mother people. So
well, that's if I don't want to be here by themselves. It's like there's no point.
yeah, I mean, I already masters. Bell Sirius is. Did Bell Sirius start already?
You
The thing
did
in the
send the
screenshot.
screenshot. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, we're starting in 5 minutes regardless. Who's here? Who's not? I don't care if it's just me, but I'm gonna do it. We always said London close. If you're short or long, you can manage your trades, but I'm not gonna wait until after market to review. So, it's just way too late for me.
I got a quick
Anyways.
question.
Yeah, what's up?
It's a dumb one. Daylight savings happened yesterday. Is London closed now or in an hour?
It should be right now.
Oh, okay, so 1:30. All right, cool.
Yeah, it should be right now. Let me just verify that. I remember I looked at it, but I'll verify it.
No, I think it's an hour, dude.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
It's closed.
Oh shit, really?
Mm-hmm. So it's GMT +1.
What time does London open in the morning?
London
3 a.m.
opens at
CST?
8 a.m. GMT +1.
Mhm.
And closes at 4:30. So London is 16. Yep, it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. So it's just closed 7 minutes ago. You see it?
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
All right. Okay, guys. Who wants to start first as far as reviewing trades?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Sure.
I don't have
I mean,
Give me 10.
you can share 1 or 2 trades. Feel free to share 2. I prefer to, but you know, if you didn't take that many trades, or you only took 1 trade, then you know, just take share 1. Okay, cool. Everybody has to go, so I mean,
Like,
this
do
is not
I haven't made a trade.
do you think
so-
Zero? You want us to review something like right now and share our screen and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, I do it. I start.
Oh, Harvey's gonna do it first. He said so.
Oh,
Let
okay.
Harvey.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Okay, go ahead, Harvey.
Thanks for the.
I get it.